objective list. Now look, we've done a lot of objective lists. You know what I'm saying? We've done a lot of them. But this one hits home probably the most because I know about all the anime I've ever watched. I think I know the most about Naruto just like off a random whim. I think I know the most about this anime, so I feel like I'm qualified to do an objective list on the best arcs in the entire show. And we're gonna do a versus instead of a tier list because I feel like that'll make it more objective. You know what I'm saying? So look, we have the Chunin exams versus Kazekage rescue arc. And this shit is like an atomic bomb to a baby. Chunin exams, and it's not even close. Nigga, this arc had what? Only like a few memorable fights, and one of them were Sakura versus Sasori. Well, it was Sakura and Granny Chiyo versus Sasori, but yeah, no, it's Chunin exams. Yeah, fuck out of here. We got Land of Waves versus Search for Tsunade arc. Land of Wave fucking clears, bro. Get that shit out of here. We got the Pain arc versus the fourth Shinobi. Why they word it like this? Fourth Shinobi World War. Okay, the war arc. See, these are the ones that are really hard. This takes a lot of my objective power right here to come up with an answer for y'all, because obviously y'all rely on me to be the objective, tell y'all the objective truth, and the objective truth is see, we starting out with, see, these are two goated arcs right here. The reason why niggas hate the war arc is because one, Kaguya. Kaguya is the main reason, actually. Fuck all the other shit I was gonna say. Kaguya is the main reason why niggas hate the war arc. Because of how she was introduced. There's like videos where niggas are saying, oh, she could have been introduced like this, and yes, it could have been better. But nigga, we also got a lot of good fights, a lot of good interactions. I wish we would have saw more interactions, because, you know, the way the war arc went down, it was set up that we could get a lot of other interactions, bro. There was so much shit they could have done with the reanimation jutsu. But we got Madara. Madara was good. We got Madara versus the Five Kage. That was crazy. We got the boulder drop shit from Madara. Everything around the war just has to do with Madara, to be honest. The Pain arc was, I feel like the Pain arc was a better story, though. Yeah, I'm gonna go Pain arc. The Akatsuki Suppression arc, Konoha Invasion arc. Konoha Crush? Oh, no, Konoha Crush. Look, the Akatsuki Suppression was cool. It had to do with Hidan and Kakazu getting killed by Shikamaru and them. It was a cool arc. Konoha Crush was crazy. Nigga, you got Naruto versus Gaara. You got the Hokage. You got Hiruzen versus Orochimaru. You got, man, come on now, bro. Stop talking to me right now. So what? Sasuke retrieval, nigga, get out of here. Chunin exams versus Land of Waves. See, this is one after the other right here. This is the first arc. This is the second arc. But Chunin exams, bro. Bro, it's too much legendary shit. I'm going Pain arc. We gotta go Pain arc. Ooh. See, I feel like, okay, so you know what I said about the war arc and about like how it's not, it didn't have the interactions, like it didn't have the interactions that everyone was waiting for, like maybe it was some characters that didn't come back. The Sasuke retrieval arc had those interactions, bro, because you had the Chunin exams, Konoha Crush, and then the Sasuke retrieval arc was after that. So you got to see Gaara and Rock Lee. You got to see Shikamaru and Tamari. Choji killed Jugo by himself, I think. And then Neji got saved by Kankuro. Who did Kankuro save? I don't remember. Was it Kiba? I don't remember. But Sasuke retrieval had all those interactions. Plus, you had the final Naruto vs Sasuke fight. So yeah, that definitely goes. Damn. These are two good arcs right here, bro. These are two very fucking good arcs. The crazy thing is, I can't even say like nostalgia because I have nostalgia for both of these. But I feel like the one that I enjoyed watching the most was the Sasuke retrieval because of the stakes. I dead ass thought Choji was cooked, bro. I dead thought Choji was cooked. And to be honest, Choji should have died. And if they were gonna do what they did with Neji, like what they did with Neji and Shippuden, Neji should have died. Neji and Choji should have died to put more emphasis on like the other Naruto characters, bro. But Jiraiya died right here, bro. Then we had the whole thing with Nagato and Konan. Konohamaru had a pretty good moment too. Kakashi, what? Bro, when Kakashi died, I dead thought the series was finna take a huge fucking turn. But then they brought him back with Ren Rebirth. I'm gonna go with Sasuke Retrieval, to be honest, just me personally, bro. I mean, it's the objective list. So I gotta be right, right? But you know, that shit, it don't really sit right with me, bro. Yeah, this video only 6 minutes. I need something else. All the characters right here. Now we gotta rank all the characters, bro. We got God tier overpowered. I guess we'll use these. So first we got Hiruzen, below average. He didn't take care of Naruto. He himself said that he was, you know what I'm saying, one of the causes for the third war. Well, no, he didn't say that, but it was some shit like that he said. So yeah, below average. He was a cool Hokage though. He knew all the styles of the leaf except Flying Raijin, so he was cool. Darui is decent. He's decent. Like there's nothing special about Darui other than Black Lightning, so I don't really see. Yeah, you know, like he's not an interesting character to me. Might Guy, my goat, goes in God tier though, bruh. Might Guy is one of them characters that you couldn't hate him every time he came on screen, bro. Might Guy had a certain aura about him where he was a goofy character, but he was always a serious nigga, bro. Also, he was Kakashi's rival, which is some crazy shit. Asuma, I feel like these tier names is throwing me off, bro. I feel like these tier names throwing me off. Hold on. Alright, these is better, bro. These is way better. So we got D's cool, 5 goat, not ass, and I don't even know what the fuck this one's gonna be. I'm gonna just keep it down there just in case. Choji was not ass. I didn't really just love Choji. Like Choji never really did anything where I could just seriously give a fuck about what he did. But yeah, Choji's just not ass. This nigga Danzo. Now, I'm wondering if I should put him in GOAT because he was such a bad character that I hated him, and like it made me real life hate that nigga. I feel like that's GOAT status. Like I feel like putting Danzo up. Well, no, if that's the case, Hiruzen goes in 5 then. No, I'm putting that nigga in ass. Fuck you. Actually, hold on. I know what I'm finna use this tier for. Nigga, hell. Nigga, go to hell, bruh. That's what this tier is for. It's for Danzo alone, nigga. Datara. Datara was kind of, he was cool. Like he had explosion style. He almost killed Sasuke, which Sasuke killed Iota, which is crazy. But or yeah, Datara was cool. He was like the most mid Akatsuki member to me, other than Sasori. Like he didn't really have shit interesting about him to me. Gara though, Gara is 5. Gara was a cool bro. It's so crazy to see what Gara used to be like compared to what he is like now with that fucking whack ass comb over he has. But yeah, Gara is 5. His character development is on some Vegeta shit, where I feel like he started off really bad and then he became good, and you saw that over time. Hagoromo. I'm changing these to mid, bro. Hagoromo is a mid character. What can I say? Like, there's the only interesting thing about him is that he's like the father of Shinobi. You know what I'm saying? That's the only interesting thing about Hagoromo. Other than that, if Hagoromo was just a regular nigga with all these powers, no one would give a fuck about him. That's the only reason why niggas remember his name. Haku was cool. Haku deserves to be in the middle of these two because he was mid, but he was also a cool character because he was like the first Kekkei Genkai other than the Sharingan that we saw. I'm gonna put him in cool. Um, like he was a cooler challenge for Naruto and Sasuke. You know what I'm saying? Like he had the light speed mirrors and shit. Haku was dope. Hanzo. Now Hanzo's one of those characters where he's been talked about, but we didn't really see too much from him. You know what I'm saying? Like Hanzo took on all the legendary Sannin. He's a goat for real. Um, yeah, yeah, no, yeah. Hanzo could be right there. Hashirama Senju, my goat, bruh. Listen, Hashirama, even though he's in the same boat kinda as Hanzo, where we don't really know too much about him, Hashirama is just that nigga, bro. Like if Naruto wasn't born, the show would be called Hashirama. It would be called Minato. I'm lying, but Hashirama, I don't know, bro. Like that's just a cool nigga, bro. Like Hashirama just a cool nigga. Hidan as I didn't like shit about Hidan, to be honest. Like the whole Jashin thing, and I don't think he had like chakra like that guy for me, bro. This is probably one of my least favorite characters in the whole show. Hinata was mid. Hinata was like the stereotypical, oh, I love the MC, but the MC doesn't notice me type shit. Like I was finna put Hinata in five just because she was just an out of the way character, but then again, the women in Naruto aren't really written that good unless you're like Sakura or Tsunade, and they're barely written alright. Ino as I didn't like Ino's character. The only good thing about Ino that saves Ino is that she looks cool, or she fine as hell and shit like that. What, other than Ino's job in Boruto being Survey Corps captain or something like that, what did Ino do? Oh, she did the Ino Shikacho. Look where Choji is. So, Iruka, I loved Iruka, bro. Look, Iruka was one of those characters where you didn't have to see him to understand how he felt about the characters that he bonded with in the show. Like, I feel like Iruka is the perfect example of staying out the way when the story don't need you. You know what I'm saying? Like they did that with a lot of characters in Naruto. Neji is one of them that I always like to bring up. Neji deserved more screen time, but they gave him the same treatment they gave Iruka, bro. I feel like Neji should have been seen a lot more. Itachi. Now I'm gonna put Itachi in five only because I don't know if Kishimoto wanted him to be an anti-hero or shit like that when Naruto was happening, because that nigga was dead evil, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That nigga Itachi was dead evil, but in Shippuden, he climbed back up. Itachi is one of my favorite characters in the show, by the way. He was one of my mains in Ninja Storm 4 too, if you know, you know. But Itachi was cool, the Yadamira, all that shit. Hey, his devotion to his little brother, though, is some crazy shit. Because, you know what? I low-key resonate with that, too, though, now that I think about it. Because he sacrificed all them people, all his own clan, all his father, mother, shit like that, but saved Sasuke. Like the one, if you had to save one person, you would save your brother. I resonate with that a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Jiraiya, my gold, bro. Jiraiya, I feel like Jiraiya had one of the most perfect character arcs, like all the way until his death. Like starting, like not even starting from when he was a kid, from when he was first introduced. He was introduced as goofy mentor character to Naruto, even though they didn't really teach him shit. Other than the Rasengan and I think like better Nine Tails controller or something like that. Naruto came back to the village with like two jutsu, nigga. Like two, like yeah. Is the big ball Rasengan and the regular Rasengan, are those two different jutsu, or is it just Naruto pouring more chakra into it and calling it something different? I don't know. But Jiraiya, he had a good arc. I feel like his character, like even from whenever he was a kid to the Ame orphans to all the other shit until his death, it was all like it was all worth it. I'll say it like that. Jiraiya's character was worth having. I'll say it like that. Obito, he's not ass, but I hated Obito in the war arc especially because he got this form and then he lost Kamui for some reason. And that shit just baffles me. He turned into the Ten Tails Jinchuriki and got washed. Like, bro, get the fuck out of here. Jugo was mid. There's nothing I can't even really say shit about Jugo. Jugo was interesting because like he was like the basis for Orochimaru's curse mark, but that's about it. Kabuto was a bitch boy. I fucking hated Kabuto in the show. Because here's the thing, right? Even after I've learned about, Kabuto's brainwashed, she was like a triple agent and shit like that. I didn't give a fuck. Cause to be honest, Kabuto was just a little annoying nigga the entire show, bro. To me at least. I didn't like Kabuto. I did not fuck with Kabuto at all. Kaguya. I feel like Boruto is trying to make up for the mistake of the bad explanation of the Otsutsuki in Boruto. I haven't really watched Boruto or Two Blue Vortex. I haven't read it. So I don't really know what's going on with that, but I know, they're trying to bring the Otsutsuki from what Naruto did to what it is in Boruto. So I'm putting her in not as. Kakashi, another GOAT, bro. Kakashi was the original cool nigga in anime, bro. Kakashi was the original mask up. You don't know who the fuck I am. I'm just that nigga in anime, bro. Kakashi was just him. Like, if you had to give Kakashi an anime title, it would be the original him. The original that, like, he's the original nigga, bro. Kakazu can go with Hidan. Actually, he can go above Hidan because Kakazu was about that money. Kakazu was all about the change, nigga. I fuck with that. Karin, ass. I'm gonna put Karin in ass because they could have did so much more with her. She's an Uzumaki, a full-blooded Uzumaki, first of all. Like, one of the only ones we see other than Kushina. And, what's Hashirama's wife name? Mito, something like that. Karin had so many jutsu that just got underutilized because Sasuke, I guess, just didn't know. And she could have been her own ninja, bro. She has massive chakra. She could have learned a jutsu or two. Like, she had the little bite and shit to heal, but, like, other than that, what else did Karin... Karin was just a fucking pacifier for Sasuke, bro. That's all she was. Kiba, ass. Yeah, get out of here, Kiba. There's literally nothing I know about Kiba other than Fang over Fang and his sister fine as hell. That's the only two things I know about Kiba. Sasuke can go right next to his brother. Sasuke is a fire character, but I think he's a fraud. Because Sasuke doesn't win fights. He didn't win against Itachi. He didn't win against Deidara. He didn't win against Killer B. He didn't win against A. He got his ass whooped at all times, bro. This man is not... He's cool, bro. He's just cool. He's just cool, bro. He's just cool, bro. Like, Sasuke's just cool, my nigga. Killer B is cool for the unsimilar reasons. We just didn't see enough of Killer B. Like, he came in late game, and we never really heard shit about Killer B. Never really saw shit about Killer B before we actually just met him. So Killer B's cool, but he's cool, and he's like this is how I would say he's cooler than Sasuke. He's just cool. Kimimaro was one of the characters that I seen in the show, and I was like, bro, if this nigga didn't die, he may have been a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, with all the research Orochimaru was doing in Shippuden and all that, if Kimimaro was still around, him and Sasuke be running like duos, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit would be crazy. But Kimimaro was he was like, he had a cool backstory, cool powers, but I put him in cool. Fuck it. Kisame. Kisame was probably my favorite character I didn't really care about. Like, if that makes any sense. I didn't really give a fuck about him objectively, by the way. I didn't really give a fuck about Kisame. The only time I gave a fuck about Kisame was whenever he was next to Itachi, bro. That's the only time I ever cared about that. It was mainly to see what kind of conversation him and Itachi would have. Because this nigga, tail is tail, bees, yeah, whatever, all that shit. Other than that, you got punched out by Mike Guy. You got beat by a nigga with a bowl cut, bro. Conan. Conan is exactly what Hinata is if she didn't have, like, the evil grudge. You know what I'm saying? Like the want that Yahiko and them had. Like, she had a motive other than just, oh, I like Yahiko and shit like that. She has a motive other than that, but Conan didn't really do shit. Like, yeah, she was Nagato's advisor, the only nigga that he trusted, like, a part of the original Akatsuki. Other than that, what else did she have? She almost killed Obito. That was cool, but she didn't. She died to some plot armor. But Konoha was just alright. Konohamaru. Now he's a sensei in Boruto. You know, he's a pretty good sensei, I guess. But he's not ass. Like he's not ass. Like Konohamaru was just Naruto if Naruto was just a chill nigga. Um Kankuro was not ass. Not really much to say there, just like Kiba. I don't really know. Kurenai ass. You try to use Genjutsu on Itachi. I will never let that go. Everything I will never let that go. You're a Genjutsu specialist with 3 niggas on your team that don't specialize in Genjutsu. What did you teach them? What could you have possibly taught them? Nothing. You could have taught them shit. Kurenai sucks. Madara, go. I don't have to explain myself. The Mizukage. Why can't I think of her name? May. May was mid. Got watched by Madara. That's literally the Lava Style and Boyo release. I think that's her 2 Kekkei, or she has 3 or something like that. Other than that, mid. I don't really care about her. What? Wait, excuse the fuck out of me, but is this not Mike guy up there? Okay, I'ma just put this nigga down here, and we're just gonna if there's duplicate characters, we're just gonna do the ones that are already up here. Fuck it. Minato, my personal goat, my favorite Hokage, my favorite character in the whole show. Matter of fact, we didn't see anything from Minato for a long time. By the way, Minato won the fucking popularity poll too, so he's a lot of people's favorite character. But Minato is one of those characters where you don't gotta hear a lot from him, bro. Just like Madara, when he shows up, he gonna show you why he's the GOAT, why he's been talked about the whole series, why. He's gonna show you, bro. So Minato, I don't gotta explain myself. Is Naruto already up here? No, he's not. Naruto is 5. He's the main character, bro. He's not meant to be the coolest character in his own show. Like, he's meant to be one of them. If he's not, then he's a fuck nigga, but he's meant to have people around him that accentuate what the show Naruto is. Like, his name is on it, but he's gonna show like what everyone else is about. And I feel like Naruto's connections to everyone, that's what makes him a good character, not just him being badass. Neji ass. They underutilize this nigga so fucking much. Neji was a prodigy, nigga. Niggas were saying he was better than Sasuke, bro. Come on, nigga. Neji was him. Okay, hold on. I will look right here. Yeah, Toby and Obito are 2 different people. Toby is mid. I didn't really give a fuck about Toby. Toby was mysterious, and that's what made him interesting. But other than that, I didn't really care about Toby. Onoki was okay. When I learned like all the stuff I know now about Onoki, he goes in mid. If I didn't know all that shit, he would go in not ass. Cause the only thing that Onoki really did that I gave a fuck about was he fought Madara and he stopped the boulder 1 time. That's it. He couldn't do it twice. So yeah, Onoki's just mid. Orochimaru is a top tier character, but the crazy part about it is I don't like how his character arc kind of ended. Like, he's still alive and shit in Boruto, but I don't like how they made this nigga into a good guy, and they just Sasuke got pardoned, right? But he saved the world. Arguably, Orochimaru did too, but it was really Kabuto, because Kabuto got pardoned too. Orochimaru's still under surveillance, which I guess is cool. But Orochimaru did so much fucked up shit. Bro, that one scene that's in the manga that got fucking heavily censored in the anime, all them fucking bloody bodies hanging up and shit. Bro, Orochimaru, nigga, man, but he's a top tier villain though. Top tier hater, all that shit. I don't hate him as much as I hate Danzo. I fucking hate Danzo. Kabuto, you can get your ass down here too. These are the 2 characters I just do not like. Pain. Is Nagato on the list? Because they're basically the same nigga. Okay, he's not. I don't see him at least. Pain. Pain / Nagato was cool. I would say they're better than Conan because they actually had like a whole thing about them. Like, this nigga was dangerous. Conan was too, but Pain was dangerous, bro, but he had the same wants as Conan, so I can't really put much to that. We got Naruto up here already. A is not ass. He beat up Sasuke. He's the right Kage. A, you know what I'm saying? We already got Rock Lee up here, right? No, we don't. Rock Lee. I feel like Rock Lee is in the same boat as Neji, where he's underutilized, but I feel like he's utilized enough for me to put him in not ass. Cause I mean, he had great fucking scenes, bro. The taijutsu in the show is what Boruto is going back to, and I love that because you get to see the technical skill, not just throwing bombs everywhere and shit. Which I think some of the older characters should, start doing something or get like a power up or some shit in Boruto just to make them useful. Sai was interesting for like all the early episodes about him. After that, couldn't give a fuck about Sai, to be honest. Don't care. Sakura was cool because she was a walking contradiction. Like, a lot of niggas hate Sakura, and I hate Sakura personally because she gave Naruto a heart attack on some bullshit. But that's what I'm saying. Her character was interesting enough to where even if you hate her, you were still like, man, what this bitch finna do now? Like, you wanted to see like what kind of fuck shit Sakura was finna do. Like, from not killing Sasuke when she had the poison dagger, to giving Naruto a heart attack, to fucking chasing Sasuke, to saying she hates Sasuke, to marrying a nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she was a walking contradiction. It was just fun to see what the fuck she was gonna do next. Sasori, couldn't give a fuck about Sasori, I'm not gonna lie. Hey, what's good, bro? Couldn't give a fuck about Sasori, to be honest. Like, Sasori was about in the same boat as Deidara, which Deidara was just in the story more, I feel like, for me than Sasori. Sasori lost to Sakura, and a lot of niggas hold that over his head, but he was fighting Sakura and Granny Chiyo, so come on, get off that nigga. Shikamaru was definitely a fire character because he was one of the only niggas to fuck with Naruto from like the beginning and never switch up on some shit. You know what I'm saying? Shikamaru was one of them day one niggas that not a lot of people talk about. Everyone thinks, oh, Sasuke is Naruto's best friend. No, it's Shikamaru, gang. That's why Shikamaru in the manga, I'm not gonna spoil it because I almost spoiled the shit. We got Shino. Shino is another case just like Neji and Rock Lee. If he was utilized enough and for what he can actually do, he would have been a top tier character, even though he just does bug shit. We did Sasuke and Naruto already. Shisui's in the same boat as Minato, but I don't like Shisui as much as Minato, so I'm gonna put this nigga in just cool. Like, all the shit around Shisui was, Prodigy this, Prodigy that, Sharingan, Mangekyo this, all that stuff. I mean, he was good enough for Danzo to want to take his eyes, so that's something, but Shisui as a whole, I don't really care. Jubidara, we already got Madara up there, so we're not gonna talk about that. We got Naruto. Who the fuck is this? I almost thought that was Dan for a second. That's Suigetsu. He was a Hozuki clan member. Other than that, I don't really care about Suigetsu. The whole story could not have Suigetsu in it, and I would not give a fuck. Wouldn't care at all. Tamari. The Sand siblings, Gaara is their Michael Jackson, bro. Like, I just don't care about Tamari. She's cooler than fucking Kankuro. Where's Kankuro? He's cooler than this fuck nigga right here. But I just don't really care about Tamari like that. Tenten is underutilized as fuck, bro. Her whole shit is what everyone else can do. And then she got the fucking weapons of Hagoromo in the 4th grade ninja war. And niggas, bro, I wish Tenten would have gotten something else, bro. Like, I think Tenten is a cool character because she does everything. She does the weapon scrolls and shit that everyone can do. But her specialty is knowing weapons the second she touches them bitches, bro. The second she touched the fucking Hagoromo weapons in the 4th grade ninja war, she knew exactly how to use them bitches, bro. Like, Tenten was low-key a prodigy herself, but she was just so fucking underutilized and ass, to be honest, that it just wasn't worth it, I guess. And I can see that. Naruto was a long story that could have done something with her, but whatever. Tobirama is fire only because of the legacy that nigga left behind, bro. Tobirama's one of them niggas where If he didn't exist, the ninja world would have probably caught up to what he made, but nowhere near as fast as what he did it, bro. Shadow clones, damn near every jutsu in the leaf. Um, Big Uchiha hater, fucking second Hokage, one of the best water style users other than Kisame. Fucking Tobirama's the GOAT. Tobirama is the undisputed GOAT. Like, when you talk about Konoha, you gotta bring his name up, bro. Tsunade. Tsunade is... I'm gonna say Tsunade is cool because other than Sakura, she's the only female character that has Steam account name. It should just be Issa underscore incorporated. All caps. Tsunade was one of the only what's it called? She was one of the only female characters that actually had like a written story other than Sakura. So she had something interesting about her other than just being a woman. Yamato, same boat as fucking Sai, bro. I did not give a shit about Sai. I did not care. It wasn't worth... Like, he had wood style, which was genetically given to him by, I think, like, Orochimaru in a lab or something like that. So Yamato was cool because he had that, but other than that, I don't really care about Yamato. Zabuza had a short time in the series, but his character arc over that short time, from caring about Haku to not showing it, to caring about Haku while he died, but he shows it now, and you know the way he went out. Zabuza was just a badass character, bro. Hell for you, and the rest of these are duplicates. I bet. All right, so this is the objective list on Naruto characters and the Naruto arcs we did at the beginning of the video. I hope y'all enjoyed, and look, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and send it to your grandma, nigga.